सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। दयाकरं दयाकारं दान्तं धर्मप्रवर्तकं प्रणमामि दयानन्दं मदाचार्यवरं परम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। तदेतत् सत्यम्. Where is this mantra? Hold on. Does anybody have the book that you can lend me? No, this is good. Just the thing. Tadetat satyam mantreshu karmani kavayo yanyapashyan तानि त्रेतायां बहुधा सन्ततानि तान्याचरथ नियतं सत्यकामाः एष वः पन्था सुकृतस्य लोके। So we saw yesterday that first Aparavidya is going to be presented objectively. Aparavidya is how to survive within samsara, how to make do, how to fulfill this whole gamut of wishes that people have. This is the knowledge of the relative, the what is also called the lower knowledge, and then as opposed to the knowledge of oneself as Brahman. So, tad darshite sati, we saw only when this is seen properly can any examination be done. If we don't know the defects of it, we will not be able to come above it, because the desire for those small things, finite things in the samsara will keep pulling us back. Therefore, this mantra has been begun. Here, this mantra is spoken by Guru Angiras Who is teaching who? Who is the student? Shaunaka, very good. Shaunaka, but here it's almost like Guru Angiras has one podcast. It is addressed to humanity at large. It is not addressed to Shaunaka. The Guru has a broadcast, a very big statement that is being made to all of us. And it starts with the words Tatu. Tatu means what? This that is about to be said. It's not yet been said. Then how can you say Tat? Don't we know grammar? We cannot say this when we don't know the content of the this. But the word this here refers to what? Aparavidya Vishaya, which has already been discussed, or which we know is going to be discussed. So, tad etat satyam means what is going to be told about Aparavidya Vishaya is indeed what? Satyam. And Satyam means what? The true here, simple meaning. Satyam means true. This is the truth. What I am going to say, Guru Angiras says, is the truth. What is that? Mantreshu, in all the mantras. And what are the mantras? Vedatmakam. So the mantras are in the form of Veda. Veda is in the form of mantras. The two are one. So Vedas, which are in the form of mantras, in a short form can also be called what? Mantras. So Teshu, Vedeshu, Mantratmakeshu, which are in the form of mantras, Teshu, and then what is there? So Teshu Mantreshu, Karmani. So what are those mantras in the dedication of? They are dedicated to revealing various actions. What kind of actions? Religious actions. Karmani. So Kratavaha, various rituals. They are dedicated to revealing various rituals. And so how do we come to know them? Where are they written? They are not written anywhere. They are there in the space. And Medhavinaha Kavayaha. Kavi means the one who sees more than what there is to see. That is called Kavi. So Kavayaha, Medhavinaha, the people with foresight, the people whose minds are not completely crowded by raga dveshas, they can see the mantras. And they can repeat the mantras and then give it to us. We can repeat it and give it to others who can repeat it and give it to others. And this is how the whole parampara starts. Why can't I channel an Upanishad? You also can channel an Upanishad, provided you have the same disposition and temperament as the rishis of yore. No problem. So this is what it takes. It takes a mind that is sukshma, ati sukshma, which is not worried about the future, which is not worried about the past, which is not trying to have any agenda met. Such a clear mind, because of that, the Kavayaha, they are able to see. So these mantras, yani, those mantras, yani, apashyan, drishtavantaha, they saw. When? A long time ago they saw. So they saw these mantras, they actually saw the mantras, so they are not called mantra kartaraha, they are not the authors of the mantras. We can't say the Veda is authored by the rishis. No. The Veda, the rishis are what? Seers. Seers. Mantra drishtaraha, natu mantra kartaraha. Mantra drishta. Drashta means seer. So then they have seen the mantras, yani apashyan, in states of deep meditation. They have seen these mantras, and then where are these mantras? Tani, those mantras, Tretayam. Tretayam means in all the three Vedas. One meaning. Adi Shankara also gives another meaning. We will see that. We are just looking at the translation here. Tretayam. Tretayam means that which has been divided into three, which means what? It was undivided at first. Later on it became divided. So Tani Tretayam Bahudha. Bahudha means in various forms, in many and varied forms. Santatani. Tan is the root, eighth conjugation, tanoti. Tatam, spread, dispersed, strewn all over the Vedas. What? Karmani. And where do the karmas come from? Mantras. So the mantras are strewn, the mantrartha is in the form of karma, and the karma is to be done and is anushtheya, and once it is done, anushtheya means performed. Once the karmas are performed according to the iti kartavyata, according to how it must be performed, how many bricks, all these things, where to offer the ghee, once it is done, then the phala is coming. Now what is the phala? The promised phala. Whatever is promised, it is coming. And we don't have to worry, where are these mantras? Where are these karmas? They are strewn all over the Vedas. There is not a single Veda without rituals for any kind of desire fulfillment. Every Veda, the first portion, the Karma Kanda, is committed to taking the person who is this, the hapless, helpless jiva, from this place of undisciplined desire fulfilling, commitment to dharma, prayerful desire fulfillment. From undisciplined desire fulfilling approaches to disciplined desire fulfillment. From unthinking, non-thinking, desire-fulfilling approaches to a compassionate thinking and thinking about other people also, and what is good for them, what is good for me, to a mindful, disciplined and a prayerful desire fulfillment, where Ishvara has to feature prominently. Otherwise the desire fulfillment without Bhagavan means what? Means it is back to Asuri Buddhi, Prakrita Buddhi, where I am the agent. Here who is the agent? You make Bhagavan the agent. So even though I have desires, I say Indraya Swaha, Agnaye Swaha, Prajapataye Swaha, and at the end of the ritual, what do I say? Indraya idam namaha, namama, Indraya Swaha, Indraya idam namama. I give up that desire. In the course of invoking Ishvara and fervently praying, oh Indra, please give me some of your overlordship, I'm sick of being this nobody in this world, I'm praying, but at the end I say, please do as you fit. Yathechasi tatha kuru, whatever you see fit you do, this is for you. I have done this, yes, I did this for me in the beginning, but in the process of this Kratu, this ritual, I have grown. How have I grown? I have outgrown this desire. This is for you only. Na mama, not for me. This is there. Even though it is like a perfunctory thing, inside the person may be feeling it is mama only. But at least it is said like that, so that the correct attitude eventually will come for the person. So yani apashyan, then Tretayam Bahudha Santatani. Tani, these karmas, Tani, Yuyam, we have to supply the person. Yuyam means all of you. That's why Guru Angiras is not talking only to Shaunaka. He is talking to all of us. Tani, Yuyam, Acharatha. Acharatha means perform. It is present tense, plural, second person, but actually it should be made into imperative. So the thakara must be converted silently into takara. Acharata. Tani acharatha, it is said. Acharata makes it imperative mood, lot. So tani, yam, all of you, acharata, please perform this. Why? Why should all of us perform this? Eshaha. Eshaha means this whole package of karma along with your desires, this whole thing that is going to be told in this section. Vaha. Vaha means is an alternative form of all of yours. Plural, sixth case. Because the Yushmad Shabda and Asmad Shabda have alternative forms in the second, fourth and sixth cases. Very good. Tva vam vaha. Which case is that? Second case. Te vam vaha. Fourth case. And then sixth case also is what? Te vam vaha. So, esha vaha panthaha. Panthaha means road. Don't think it is plural, okay? Yeah. Like Rama. Pantha, panthaha, panthau, panthaha. Na. The pratipadika, the word stem is pathin. Pathin, nakaranta, masculine word. And then how does it decline? Pantha, panthanau, panthanah, panthanam, panthanau, pathaha. So this is the, so panthaha means what? Plural or singular now? One road, yeah. This is your road. This is only one road. Only one road to wish fulfillment. What about the other road where I can just catch somebody and nicely biff them and put them on the side and get what I want? That is a no-go. That is not a road. According to Guru Angiras, that is not the way. That is not the way. That is the way only for who? Pashavaha, not for you. Pashavaha prakrita buddhaya. For those who do not have viveka, that may be the road, but for you, this is the only road to getting what you want in life and prospering as a result. This Eshavav Pantha. And for what kind of Pantha is it? For what? Sukritasya Panthaha. Sukritasya means this is the only way of gathering punya. Sushtu kritam, sukritam. Sukrita is for your good deeds. And good deeds are upalakshana for what? For punya. So this is the only way this is the only way to gather punya. So, only way to gather punya. What for should I gather punya? By doing all these prayers and rituals and invoking Indra, Agni, Prajapati, etc. Loke. Loka here. So from look. Look means what? In English, look means what? To see. Here also look means to see. So here, loka here means ganj pratyaya. Loka here means karma phala. Loka, lokyate, karma vyutpatti, karma phala, it means karma phala means what? The result of action is called loka. Result of action alone is called loka. And what is the result of action? Sukrita, all the good things that come, all the punya that is getting fructified in the form of what? High honors in society, respect, reputation, riches, and in those days riches were in the form of what? Cows, sheep, etc., animals, furry animals, all these things. Cows, sheep, goats, animal wealth, land wealth, gold wealth, all these things, it is coming. So the loke should be converted into fourth case. Sukrutasya lokaya karma bhalaya. But why is it in the seventh case? Because there is a kind of not a rare usage of the seventh case called nimitta saptami. Nimitta means this is the cause of this. Like when you say charmani vyagram hanti. Charmani means skin. Vyagra means what? Tiger. Hanti means what? Kills. So charmani is actually which case? Seventh case. So in the skin they kill the tiger? No. Why do they kill the tiger? For the skin. When the nimitta and the object of the nimitta are immediately connected or intimately connected, this nimitta saptami can be used. So karma phale or loke must be karma phalaya, because between karma and karma phala, is there an intimate connection or not? Definitely. So therefore karma phalaya, so loke. So how does how does it read here? So that means here, what is there? So it means that which is said in the karma kanda is true. Tadetat satyam. What is that true? That which is true is that all the mantras which the people saw, the sages saw in the Vedas, so saw in the form of the Veda, they have karmas. They have karmas, they are in the form of mantras, they are in the form of rituals to be performed. So, anushtheya karma they are in the form of, and these great sages of yore saw them. Even today we give tarpanam to the sages. 27 women rishis and I don't know how many male rishis, all of them we invoke. We thank them for these mantras. We thank them fervently for the karmas in the mantras. Even today, any kind of a big function, these rishis are invoked and given tarpanam. And then so, who are they? So many people are there. Vasishtha, and then Shaunaka himself, and then Uddalaka, all these Yagyavalkya. And then among the women, Sulabha, Ghosha, all these names come. Great rishis. And then so what the rishis saw did not come to waste. It wasn't false. It is true. Satyam etat. Tad etat satyam. That in what which they saw is true. And what did they see? They saw a clean, clear-cut way of fulfilling the desires without getting into trouble. What is the trouble? Raga dvesha is the trouble. How to fulfill the desires without being overpowered by raga dveshas, they saw. That is why we are so grateful to them. That is why we are eternally thankful to them, because they brought us out of the morass of samsara, out of the quicksand of samsara, put us out to dry, put us on a diet of prayer and supplication and surrender to Bhagavan, which mantras and karmas we used in order to fulfill the desires in the right dharmic manner. This is why they are worshipful. And where are these karmas? Where are in the form of mantras and the meaning of the mantras. Where are these mantras? You don't have to worry. Whichever Veda you follow, they will have these mantras, they will have these aforesaid karmas as well they will have. So they will have all these mantras, they will have all these karmas ready for you to do, ready to be done. And then Tani, and then we have permission from Guru Angiras himself, Tani acharatha. Who should acharatha? Satyakamaha. Satyam is what? Karmaphala. So Karmaphala kamaha people who want karma phala, people who are desirous, who are lovers of karma phala, please all of you perform these rituals. Perform these rituals, satyakamaha. And then when to perform? Niyatam, all the time. This is not a one-time deal. This is a transformational life, a life that is given to some kind of a undisciplined grab and go type of life. To make it into a disciplined life, so many samskaras, animal samskaras are there, asuric samskaras are there. Just one time doing Agnihotra is not going to take care of it. So therefore, what do I have to do? Dedicate my entire life to this particular way shown by Guru Angiras. Niyatam acharatha. All the time I have to do. You please do all the time. One time if you do, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Because then back to same old, back to business as usual, back to grab and go, back to fighting with somebody else. Back to proliferation and overpopulation of what? Raga dveshas. Back to kama krodha. Back to an undisciplined life. Back to a bestial life. Not the best life. Bestial life. Animal-like life. So from the bestial life to get to the best life, I have to do this all the time. As long as I am what? Satyakama adhikari. Here is who? Satyakamaha. Those who want, hey Satyakamaha, it is vocative here. Yuyam acharatha, hey Satyakamaha. Oh you, desires of karma phala. Anybody? Karma phala? Everybody will say, yes, me. Okay. Acharatha, please perform all these things. Here is the right royal road for wish fulfillment. There is the road. Guru Angiras is teaching us the road. What is that road? Road of fulfillment of wishes for the sake of karma phala. Karma phala nimitta. Loka here is karma phala. Lokyate iti karma phala, bhujyate iti karma phala. So karma phala lokaha iti uchyate. So because it is seen, karma phala is evident. Because I see the change in my life. Before Sri Sukta Homa, nothing was there. No, not even 2 pennies to rub together were there. Then I do the Homa, then somebody says, oh, some great aunt went away, passed away and left you in her will. What? I didn't even know her. Doesn't matter, she has left a nice packet of money for you. So this is the karma phala. Why is it called loka? Because drishyate. It is drishyate, it is seen, and it is bhujyate eva. It is experienced, because then I can take that packet of money and put it for building a house or whatever else one wants to do. So therefore, the karma is not, sometimes karma is not tangible, meaning I have to say some mantras, it is sukshma. I have to do upasana, it is even less tangible. But the upasanayaha phalam tangible. So the intangible mantras, some of the meanings of which also is beyond me, and what will happen when I get this also is beyond me. But then the karma phala is always tangible. Drishyate bhujyate eva. So therefore, for all the lovers of karma phala, oh ye, all of you come and please perform this for the sake of a better life. Better life in 2 ways. A more dharmic life, a life committed to Ishvara, prayer, dharma. A life committed to Ishvara is a life connected to Ishvara, when the main problem of the human being is what? Alienation from Bhagavan. And so a better life also in terms of getting goodies because of this karmas. But it is not just one karma that is being talked about here. A to a. What is a to a? Agnihotra to Ashvamedha. That is A to Z. A to a, all the karmas. And so, if I have to give myself over to these karmas, it's a drastic revolutionization of my life from being a go-getter to the one who just is surrendered to the Veda. And so, let us look at the Bhashya. Tadetat satyam avitatham. Yeah, very beautiful explanation. Avitatham. So, avitatham means, so first let us see vitatham. Vigatam tathatvam yasmat. Tatha means what? Let us see tatha. Tatha means as it is. Tatha. Tathatvam, as it is ness. We have just made up a word, okay? Tathatvam. So, from which the as is ness has departed. Vigatam tathatvam yasmat is vitatham. As isness has departed means it is what? As it is not. Vitatham means false. And then you negate that. Avitatham means what? Hello? True, yes. This is Sanskrit for us. So, Vigatam tathatvam yasmat, from which the tathaness, the factuality has departed, is called what? Unfactual, false, vitatham. The second chapter of the Mandukya Karika is called Vaitathya Prakaranam. Vitathasya bhavaha. Vaitathyam means this chapter is devoted to bringing out the falsity of the Jagat. The Jagat is a mere appearance, and as though appearance, for which the adhisthana, the locus, is the Atma, and to show that this second chapter is begun there and is called as Vaitathya Prakaranam, the chapter that establishes the falsity of this universe in the ultimate analysis. And so here also Vitatha means non-factual, false. Avitatha, it is negated to say, what is that? Whatever is here is absolutely true. Absolutely true. Avitatham. And then, what kind of true is it? Is it vyavaharically true or paramarthically true? Vyavaharically true. We can't say it is paramarthically true, because we are talking of which vidya? Para or apara? Apara vidya. So apara vidya vishaya is vyavaharika vishaya. It is the day-to-day empirical reality. So that which connects us to the empirical reality and all the orders of this empirical reality. So from that standpoint, whatever is going to be said is going to be what? Satyam avitatham, true. Okay, and then kim tat mantreshu rigvedakhyeshu karmani agnihotradini. Yeah. So what is this? This is kim tat. Adi Shankara asks a rhetorical question. What is this, So what is this? And that is explained further. Mantreshu. In the mantras. What is mantra? We may not know what is mantra. Mantra is, where is this mantra? We don't know. Adi Shankara supplies the mantras called Rigvedakhyeshu. Akhya, known as. So, those mantras which are found in the Rig Veda, etc. etc. means what? Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, all the Vedas we can bring in. The Vedas are mantratmakaha. Vedaha. Vedas are nothing but various kinds of mantras, and the mantras are devoted to what? Karmani, Agnihotradini, Mantraihi eva, Prakashitani. Yeah. So, see, so what are they devoted to? Karmas. The mantras, we are only talking of the first portion of the Veda, let us not forget. Don't say Upanishad mantras give us knowledge. Yes, they do, but we are only talking of the Aparavidya Vishaya, which is the Karma Kanda, first portion of the Veda, which is a treatise of wish fulfillment. So, what are the mantras? Revealing karmas, various kinds of karmas which one can perform. The efficacy of the karma is in its performance. And what are the karmas? Agnihotra Dini, Agnihotra, etc. Agnihotra, Putra Kameshti, what else? Kariri. And then what else is there? What are some other famous things? Somayaga. And then finally at the end, Ashwamedha. Som, A to A, Agnihotra Dini. And why are they called? First Veda is called mantra, and the mantra is called nothing but karma. Why? Because the karmas are revealed by mantras. Mantraihi eva. Only by the mantras. What are they? Prakashitani. They are revealed, lighted up by the mantras. The karmas are lighted up. How do I know? The karmas are there. They are lighted up by the mantras. The mantras are the torchlight to reveal the karma. How do I know? Kavayaha, Medhavinaha, Vasishtadayo, Yani Apashyan, Drishtavantaha. So very beautiful. So how do I know that these mantras are there which give me karmas? How do I know? Because the homework has already been done by the Kavayaha. Kavi is also the name of Bhagavan. So we can take Kavi as Bhagavan also. But we can hear Kavayaha, plural is there. So it refers to who? Mantra Drishtarha, Rishis. It refers to Rishis. But Kavi is Bhagavan. Kavim Purana Manushasitaram. It will come in the Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter it will come. So Kavi is Duradarshi. So the one who can see beyond the obvious. That's why poet is also called Kavi. Yeah, you just see one bunch of flowers. Some bunch of yellow flowers you saw and you just shrugged the shoulders and walked off. But somebody like William Wordsworth saw and wrote one whole poem to daffodils. Whole poem to daffodils. They dance in the mind's eye, even though the drishya has gone. The impression of the daffodils and their life-changing capacity, I already see and I have internalized. So he saw much more than those daffodils. You just saw the daffodils, he saw much more. So poet is called Kavi, and the person who can see much more than what is already there, because there is space. Inner space is very important. When inner space is there, that more than what is obvious is seen. So Kavayaha, Adi Shankara translates into Buddhivantaha, Medhavinaha, the ones who have Medha Shakti. And what is this Medha Shakti? The ability to grasp, Yes, everybody has. Ramaha Ramau Ramaha. The next part of Medha Shakti is what? Ability to retain. Ramaha, question mark? Yeah. And then third component of Medha Shakti is to share with others. This is the threefold Medha Shakti. And so, Medhavinaha. And who are they? Vasishtha, etc. All the exalted rishis. Apashyan, they saw. Drishtavantaha, they saw. Yattadetat Satyam Ekanta Purushartha Sadhanatva. Yeah. So these karmas which are apaurusheya, which are not written by human beings. They were seen by the rishis and by the mantra drishtas. They were seen. And what are they? They are Satyam. Satyam, this statement is Satyam. So Adi Shankara says, Tad etat Satyam should come after this paragraph. So therefore he writes it again. Tad etat Satyam, this is Satyam alone. Why? The Hetu is given. Hetu is Ekanta Purushartha Sadhanatvat. What is this Ekanta Purushartha Sadhanatvat? Ekanta means Ekam Antam Phalam Yasya Tat. Okay? Ekantam. Ekam Antam. That which certainly will give one particular phala. So one particular Ekam Antam Yasya. That which is committed to giving that phala. So every karma has what? Particular phala. So if you do putra kameshti, you will have children. If you do something else, you will have rain. If you do this, if you do simple agnihotra, you will go to swarga. If you do agnihotra accompanied by other satellite rituals, you will have what is that? Brahmaloka prapti. All these promises, these are called ekantam. The commitment to these phalas. So ekantam means this is certain, nirdharitam. So that which is certain, ekanta purushartha sadhanam. So purusharthanam sadhanam, purushartha sadhanam. So that which is the sadhana means what? Means. The means for fulfilling various ends called purushartha. How many purusharthas are there? 4. How many purusharthas are talked about here? 3. Why? Moksha. Moksha is not going to be accomplished by this. We have to purushartha sadhanatvat, okay. But moksha is not there. Mokshena vina, without moksha. Sans moksha. Moksha you cannot count in these purusharthas, because what are these purusharthas? Dharma, artha, kamaha. Those are the purusharthas that are the sadhana. They are the sadhana for these 3 purusharthas: ekanta sadhana, definite sadhana, and the sadhana which will give the phala for tat purushartha. Whichever purushartha is there, that purushartha, it will be there. Meaning ekanta purushartha sadhanatvat means being the invariable sadhana, the unfailing sadhana for each of the purusharthas, 3 purusharthas, meaning ever valid. There is no time that Agnihotra not done properly will not take you to Swarga, like that. Ekanta Purushartha Sadhanatvat. Tani cha Veda Vihitani Rishidrishtani Karmani Tretayam Trayi Samyoga Lakshanayam. So Tani means these karmas. These karmas, what are they? Vihitani. We are getting now much more specific. Vihitani means enjoined by the Vedas. Enjoined by the Vedas. Veda Vihitani. Vedaihi Vihitani. So it's not, now is there an option to do or not to do? No. Once you commit to this lifestyle, there are injunctions and prohibitions, and so Vihitani means we have to bring in also the prohibitions. So those that are enjoined and or prohibited by the Vedas, enjoined in the Vedas. And who is telling you to do them? The Vedas are telling you to do them. The Veda Vihitani, Rishidrishtani, seen by the rishis and prescribed. So Vihitani means prescribed by the Vedas. Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, etc. And then all of them, these karmas, Veda Vihitani karmani, Rishidrishtani karmani, where are they? Tretayam. Tretayam means in the three Vedas. Tretayam, Trayi, Samyoga, Lakshanayam. That which is characterized by the group of three. Group of three, Tretayam. So, by this group of three, Trayi, Samyoga, Samyoga means coming together, group. So, that which is characterized by three things coming together. What are the three Vedas here? Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda. Why has Atharva been left out? We will see very shortly. In the next portion we will see. Hautra, Advaryava, Audgatra, Prakaraya. Yeah. So, Hautra, what is this Hautra? Yeah. The priest of the Rig Veda is called Hotru. Hota, Hotarau, Hotarah. Hotru is the name. Every see, it is so sophisticated. Even the priest of the particular Veda has a name. Priest of Rig Veda is called what? Hota. Priest of Yajur Veda is called Advaryu. And priest of Sama Veda is called Udgata, because sings. So Udgata. And what about the priest of the Atharva Veda? He is also there. His name is Brahma. What does he do? Nothing. Yeah. I saw in one Kumbhabhisheka, this person sitting on a big pedestal doesn't do a thing. Just says am. Am doesn't mean mango, okay? Yeah. So, yes, gives permission, puts the leaf on the palm of the other person who is seeking permission and puts water and says, please go do this, please go do this, please go do this. And these Brahmas are there for complicated rituals. Actually, it's not that they don't do anything. They look like they are not doing anything, but they are Chaturvedis. They know all the Vedas. They have to know all the Vedas, and they have to keep an eye on all the fellows. They keep an eye on the Samavedi people doing their chanting. Any mistake, they have to stop them. They have to say, oh, you have done this. This is not how it should be done. And they have to prescribe one atonement karma, immediately one prayashchitta, and they have to give them permission to do them. And then here Yajurvedi says Indraya Swaha, but first should have said who? Prajapataye Swaha, but Indra has been invoked before Prajapati. What to do? Call Brahma. So Brahma comes down from the pedestal and says, bad, let us do this prayashchitta. And then so like this, same thing, the Rig Veda mantra, some karma is gone awry or something has been left out, and then that has to be done properly, and what offerings to offer, which devata, all this the person called Brahma is sitting. So what is this Hautra, Advaryava, Audgatra, Tadhita words? What is the pratyaya? Probably an. And so we have tasya idam would be the derivation. Hotuhu idam hautram, that which is connected to the hota. Means the karma that is performed by the hota is connected to the hota is called hautram karma. Hautram is not referring to the priest now. Who is it referring to? Karma. Audgatram. Again, Udgatuhu idam Audgatram. And then Advaryoho idam Advaryavam. So, these are referring to who? Priests or the karma? Karma. Be very clear, okay? So, Hautra, Advaryava, Audgatra, prakarayam. Prakarayam means what? In the form of, in the categorized by the three Vedas and the three karmas. Three types of karmas categorized into what? Hautra karma, Advaryava karma, Audgatra karma, ityadi. And then what are they? So they are kriyamanani. Passive present participle. So kriyamanani, that which have to be performed. So what are they? Adhikarana bhutayam. Adhikarana bhutayam means they are prescribed by the Vedas and with reference to this karmas. Adhikarana bhutayam. So they are located in the Vedas. And then these karmas located in the Vedas, bahudha, bahuprakaram, santatani, pravrittani, karmabhihi, kriyamanani. So kriyamana karmabhihi santatani. So in the form of to be accomplished karmas or being accomplished karmas, they are spread. Pravrittani, santatani, they are spread, strewn all over the Vedas in many and varied ways. They are there. All these things are there. So Tretayam. So these Tretayam, Adhikarana Bhutayam qualifies Tretayam. So in the three Vedas, which form as the locus for what? For these mantras which translate into karmas, which translate further into karma phala or satyam, all these are there, ready to be done. Okay? Then he gives the alternative meaning. Tretayam va युगे प्रायशः pravrittani. Yeah, so this is another this thing. Those that were prevalent in which yuga? Treta Yuga. There are how many yugas? 4 yugas are there. Satya Yuga. In Satya Yuga, people were very sattvic. And what did they? It is also called Krita Yuga. Satya Yuga. Krita. So in Krita Yuga, what did people do? Nididhyasana, meditation, dhyana or nididhyasana. They were just into the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita in the Satya Yuga. And then in Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, they were doing all these karmas, rituals. So in Treta Yuga, they were doing rituals. In Dwapara Yuga, what they were doing? Archana, worship. So Dwapara Yuga, they were doing lot of worship. In Kali Yuga, they are doing nothing. Yeah, Nama Sankirtanam we are supposed to do. But are we doing that? Not yet. So Nama Sankirtana we are supposed to do in Kali Yuga. So each Yuga has a kind of a pradhanya of the kind of worship. So in Satya Yuga, lot of meditation, dhyana, nididhyasana. Treta Yuga, lot of these fire karmas. And then Dwapara Yuga, worship, archana. And then finally, Nama Sankirtanam. All this is revealed in the Kalisantarana Upanishad. There is one small Upanishad which reveals the Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare mantra. It reveals. And in so saying, it says that whatever punya people could get doing dhyana, whatever result people could get doing dhyana in Satya Yuga, karma in Treta Yuga, archana in Dwapara Yuga, you can simply get in Kali by Govinda Sankirtanam. So this is what in what Vishnu Purana, Padma Purana and all, this is what is said. You can get the same thing because you can't really, this is not there is no focus. Kali Yuga means everybody has ADD. Yeah, that is Kali Yuga. Yeah, you're not able to focus. And so you ask them to do some fire ritual, they'll set themselves on fire. Can't be trusted. Yeah, can't be trusted. So therefore, just sit and sing and say, I had sat, sang. I sat and sang. That's why it's called sat, sang. Okay, I sat and I sang. That's all you can do. And then you at least you do that properly. That is the idea. So therefore, Tretayam means that alternative meaning, that which was prevalent where? In the Treta Yuga. Ataha Yuyam Tani Acharatha Nirvartayata Niyatam Nityam Satyakamaha Yatha Bhuta Karma Phalakamaha Santaha. Ataha, therefore, what must you do? Acharatha. Don't just read the book and then go to sleep. You know, yes, I have to do 2 offerings, Agnaye Swaha, Prajapataye Swaha, okay, good night. No, actually perform then. Acharatha, you actually, you have to do Anushtanam. And then when Nityam, all the time, we talked about this, revolutionize your lifestyle to follow this. And then acharatha is converted into nirvartayata, accomplish, perform. Nivartayata means come back, withdraw. Nirvartayata, very small difference is there, means perform the karma. Who are this you who is addressed? He Satyakamaha. Who are Satyakamaha? Yatha Bhuta Karma Phala Kamaha Santaha. The ones who want the Karma Phala promised exactly how it was in the Vedas, those people who want Karma Phala, please come. And so those who don't want Karma Phala, what will we do? Go to Mundaka Upanishad. That's the idea. So, those who want Karma Phala belong to the 3 categories of Purushartha. What are they? Dharma, Artha, Kamaha. Eshavaha Yushmakam Panthaha Margaha Sukrutasya Swayam Nirvartitasya Karmanaha Loke Phalanimittam. So, Eshaha means this is your road. This is the right royal prescribed road by the Shastra. For what? For the Sukrita, Punya, the result of karma, your own good karma. What is this good karma? Performed by you, Swayam Nirvartitasya. No, but I hired a proxy. Yes, you hired a Panditji, all right. But what did you do? Give spiritual power of attorney to that Panditji. That is what, but it's still, the Punya is not going to the Pandit. Who is the Punya going to come to? You. Yeah, so therefore, it's as good as you performing. So you please perform. So, nirvartitasya karmanaha, of the karma that is performed by you, this is the road for what? For the karma that is performed by you, this is the phala nimittam. So, this is why it is nimitta saptami. Loke means phalaya, karmanaha phalaya, eshaha yushmakam margaha. This is the road for your phala. Lokyate, drishyate, bhujyate iti. karma phalam lokaha uchyate. We already saw that. The phala is what? Tangible or intangible? Tangible, objectifiable. Even good phala is objectifiable, bad phala, even before good phala, it's objectifiable. So, if I get backache, headache, is it tangible or not? Yes. So, punya phala sukritasya, dushkritasya cha, very tangible. So, therefore, lokyate iti karmani vyutpatti. It is seen, it is visible, and then drishyate. And why is it drishyate? Bhujyate eva, because it is experienced, it is seen and it is experienced. Therefore, what is it called? The karma phala is called loka. Tadartham tat praptaye eshaha margaha ityarthaha. More we'll see next time. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti